everybody. Good afternoon to you. How are you? So, I just got finished with my housework and running to the store and getting errands done. And now I can sit down and react. And I know that I've been kind of slow with the reactions and such, but I've just been so busy on this side. So, I'm a little bit behind with Amberlynn Reid. She did a live stream called I Don't Know What to Do, and she was a bit calmer than her previous live stream, like the react that I did before this one, where she was going off about Tommy. And in the I don't know what to do live stream, she was revealing that she would take Tommy back. If you want my honest opinion, I don't think they ever really broke up, because every single live stream she's either talking to Emily, Tommy, while the live stream is going on, or if you watch the live stream, I'm getting a sense of deja vu with it all, because the way she's talking to Tommy, Emily in the live stream, it's the same thing that Chantal used to do with Natter. Sometimes Foodie, when she did her live streams, it wasn't really for the audience or even the reactors. It was her way of speaking to Natter. Like, they seem to weirdly communicate, going back and forth with each other on YouTube. So I was kind of getting vibes of that with the past live stream reacts that I did with Amberlynn. Like, she was doing it to talk to Tommy, uh, maybe Tommy being in the audience somewhere. Yeah. So, like, she's saying, I'd be okay with getting back together with her. But why? Tommy went to Mr. Snowflake and was talking to Mr. Snowflake and was saying all kinds of things about you. And you said yourself, Amberlynn, you've got issues. Tommy has issues. Neither one of you are working on your issues. So why be together? Because if you get back together, you know what's going to happen. There's going to be more fighting. There's going to be more arguing. There's going to be more toxicity. Why? Because the issues haven't been dealt with. And I do have to wonder, and I'm just going to say it. Girl world, I've been wondering this for a minute. I am seriously wondering if girl world, if we're being played for fools. All of us, the reactors, the audience, if we're being played for fools to get that girl world money. I'm wondering if Amberlynn and Emily are in cahoots together. Like, this is just a ploy to get some extra money. I have heard through the grapevine, the little Miss Amberlynn, like, she's a big fan of the locale universe. And she's got a favorite reactor over on that side that she likes to watch. And that character likes to lean into the character for controversy. And she's been acting a lot like that person. So maybe Amberlynn's been taking some notes about what she can do on her channel to make more money, like to be controversial, to get those views, to get people ticked off. And I'm just wondering, though, are people being played for fools? I'm not saying that people that are involved are fools. It's just that, like, all this drama, is it performative? Is it fake? Is it phony? Amberlynn and Emily both hate Mr. Snowflake. So why would Emily go to Mr. Snowflake? Why not just make a channel on YouTube and spill the tea on Amberlynn and maybe get the channel monetized? The money goes directly to Emily. And why did Amberlynn reach out to Quirky Love Rosie? Quirky Love Rosie is someone that was talking to Tommy, and Amberlynn had a big problem with that. Big problem. Why would Amberlynn reach out to Quirky Love Rosie? I have a theory. Let's see how y'all feel about this. So, before all the drama kicked off with Amberlynn, there were a lot of people reacting to Quirky Love Rosie. There was a lot of interest in Rosie. It was starting to pick up speed. I'm sure Amberlynn took notice of that. And Amberlynn likes to attach herself to people that are getting attention, making a little bit of money. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. And In her case, it's it just keeping a close eye on Rosie, acting like she's a friend when she's really not a friend. Like, but just let's look at the chessboard from a wide angle. Amberlynn, Emily, involving who in this game? Mr. Snowflake, Quirky loves Rosie. Mr. Snowflake, because everybody knows who Mr. Snowflake is, and Quirky love Rosie, like getting a lot of attention. Like, there's a reason why certain people are being involved, in my opinion. That's just how I feel. I mean, I don't know how y'all feel. You guys can fire off in the comments. Like, Amberlynn is slightly different than Foodie. She's very calculated, is Amberlynn. She thinks about what she's going to do. Foodie just flies off the handle. But Amberlynn thinks about what she's going to do before she does it. So for that reason, I wonder, are people being played for fools just to get that YouTube money? I guess we'll see, won't we? Because usually the truth does reveal itself in due time. So I'm going to react to Amberlynn's live stream. But first, there's a few things on Twitter I'd like to show you, some fun stuff. So you guys know what time it is. It's time for the Twitter peeps. All right, Queen Booger is here right next to me. It's time for the Twitter peeps. Let me just go ahead and bring them up. So for those of you that are on Twitter, that you would like to follow me on Twitter, there's my handle, Wild Girl Sarah. And for those of you that are not on Twitter, that's why I do the peeps. So you guys can keep up with some stuff without having to wander onto the site. And before anybody lets me know, yes, I know about Foodie. I keep an eye on her. I do. I just don't react to her regular streams anymore. There's really no sense. It's the same boring nonsense over and over again. I know about Foodie. She's still using that poor child. She put a picture of her on her community post and saying that she paid for her schooling, and now she's in a hotel room somewhere and not providing the receipts for the money like she said she would. Like, I know. Like, I'm not falling for it. She's doing the rage baiting and I'm not falling for it. But there is a sense from Foodie that she's hungry for attention, and I'm sure she's not happy about Amberlynn getting the attention right now. But moving forward, let's start here with a post courtesy of Jonathan Slater saying love. Says, just adopted this dog whose shelter card declared his love for water. So I brought him to this place, and this was his reaction. Aw. He's just hopping around like a bunny. He's just so happy. Can you imagine if the person who got this dog got a kiddie pool or a regular pool? Oh, the dog would be in the water all day. Whoever has this dog, get a kiddie pool. They would absolutely love it. Buddy LOL says he wouldn't step outside his kennel without the tiny chihuahua he had been protecting. They had nothing but each other in the shelter. Now they are finally safe together forever. Aww. Best of friends. Big dog's like, I am not leaving here without my friend. Where he goes, I go. Where I go, he goes. I'm so glad they got adopted together. Thank you to whoever did that. Like, you saw the love between these two and you're like, I'll take them both home and give them a good life. Ugh. Go away, Foodie. I don't even want to see her face no more. I don't want to see. Go away, Foodie. Go away. Go away. You know what? I'm not reacting to that clip. Nope. We're skipping past it. Here's a pretty picture from Alexa. Ooh. Y'all, look at this picture. It's the perfect setting for some creepypasta. It's beautiful. It's haunting. It's given me like mysterious Sleepy Hollow Woods vibe. I love that. It's cute. It's gorgeous though. All right. Let's see. Shenanigans says care of Jawbone on YouTube. Jawbone says this photo Amberlynn tries to use as proof that the nail marks were faked was from November 17, 2024. That's why she tried to hide the date with her thumb. November 17th is the date Rarity went missing. And we know they had a big fight that day because Amber told us. The little circle bar shows that when Emily sent is a screenshot of a photo, presumably from another chat, possibly with Emily's mom, of the fresh marks earlier that morning. Amber thinks because they are read in this picture hours later, it means she freshened them up to make them look worse. She's a complete blank and has proved nothing. I don't know what branch of healthcare Emily works in. And those of you that are nurses, those of you that work as, like, say, a nurse's aide or CNA, an RN, tell me if I'm right, because I've heard this, that if you work in healthcare, like, long nails are not a thing. Like, you keep your nails short. So, like, if Amberlynn's trying to say that, what, Tommy, like, marked herself, if Tommy works in healthcare, I don't think she could. Tommy doesn't have long nails. And if she's working in healthcare, I don't think she could. But here are the screenshots. All right. Moving on. Shenanigans says, thank you, Milky Chai, on YouTube for catching this. Amber wanted everyone to believe that these pictures were taken days apart when they were taken within hours. Let's look.
You guys got that? I'll say it again. November 17th, 2024 at 4:25 a.m. You guys got that? Someone wrote that down?
Mm-hmm.
I see the red mark here. It just hasn't developed. I literally can see the line. Because that looks like almost like you've grabbed it there and then your nail's gone like that. Like the thumb's there and you've grabbed. You got it? Okay, great. The next one. I want to see how far apart these are. If it's like 2 weeks, Amber, I'll give you that.
Okay, this is annoying. Completely. I saved. It's nail marks days. What the fuck is that? What the fuck? Oh, there we go.
Go on.
What the fuck is that?
I saw the date.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
Okay, you can stop now, Amberlynn. We get it. You're in shock, allegedly.
Shut up! I'm looking.
Tell her, Milky. Tell her, shut up.
What the marks? You guys said tap the screen? Hold on.
Oh, fucking got it.
You know, I don't know why Amberlynn is acting shocked. If you guys got into a huge fight, and I'm sure that she'd remember grabbing Emily's arm really, really hard. I mean, how can you forget something like that? I mean, there might be blood on your nails. How could you forget that?
November 17th!
Sorry about that. I didn't know it was going to be that loud.
No.
Apologies to all of you headphones users and earpod users. That hurt me. I'm over here on a PC. I am so sorry.
November 17th at 9:41 p.m. So that later that night. That's November 17th because there's no other number that looks like 17. It's the straight line, other than a 1, but that isn't a 1 because it's slanted. It's the same day.
Yep, she gets caught. This is why the girls really shouldn't lie, because when they lie, they get caught. They should just stop lying. Kelly says this beach is totally going back to Emily if she asked her to. I don't think there's any going back. I don't think they ever really broke up. Maybe they had a really nasty fight or disagreement that got totally out of control. And they were in that phase of, the get back. Oh, I'm mad at you and I'm going to get back at you. Like, I'm going to do the ultimate. I'm going to go to Mr. Snowflake and you're going to rage on your channel, like in the get back phase. But sometimes after the get back phase ends, then cooler heads prevail and then you start talking. But these two never stopped talking. They never completely quit. Poster Cat says, bath time. Aw, look at the baby. Look at that belly. Beautiful baby. I love cats. All right, that's it for the Twitter peeps. There wasn't a whole lot to go through. Like, there's not a whole lot of Amber stuff on Twitter right now, unless I'm missing it, but that's okay. I'm okay with missing it right now. So we're going to go on to Amber's live stream. Let me just go ahead and blow up the text a bit because you guys were asking about that. That way you guys can read too. We're going to start a few minutes in, and good news, this live stream went on for like an hour. We'll breeze forward if we have to. So in the live stream, she talks about, she's regretting stuff, and then she loves Emily so much, blah, blah, blah. So let's get to.
Things have been just so hectic, and that's like literally why I came up with that word, because I suck at like describing anything, and hectic is a really good word for it. So first things first, my last live stream, I'm gonna full-fledged like sit here and be absolutely completely transparent. I am not a monster.
Yes, you are.
I have a lot of empathy for Emily. I have a lot of sympathy. I have a lot of love. I feel her pain when she's hurting. And I think that's why for the longest,
Ma'am, you can stop right there. You and Foodie both swear up and down you're empaths. Neither one of you are. I seriously doubt that an empath would purposely put a cat outside to freeze to death just to have a little bit of extra time with a girlfriend. I don't think an empath would do that. No.
Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. I think that's why for the longest.
And an empath would also not let their dog Twinkie run around with nails so long they look like talons. An empath will get their butt on the phone, call the mobile groomers and say, can you please come out as soon as possible and clip my dog's nails? And can you give them a nice bath and just give them a spa day? But you haven't done that yet.
This time, I didn't say anything in response to like everything she was doing online. And that's why I constantly kept the shit private. Like, a lot of people go through chaotic relationships and toxic relationships, period. What you guys experienced from me in my last few live streams, especially the last one, well, probably actually the last few, maybe not the one where I was doing my makeup so much, probably not. It is an absolute BPD meltdown, breakdown, rage.
It's always the fault of an issue. It's never the fault of the person who may or may not have said issue. I don't know if she's been officially diagnosed with BPD, but even if she did get diagnosed with it, it's up to her to fix it through therapy and medication and like being aware of it. And she's not doing that. And can I also say, Amberlynn, that you coming online and blaming everything on BPD? You're blaming everything on BPD. It's never you. It can't be because of something else. You diagnosing yourself. You're just saying, oh, it has to be that. When you don't really know, it could be something else entirely. You got this issue, allegedly, but you're not doing anything about it. Are you taking your medication? Are you going to therapy? Are you finding your triggers? Do you know what they are? Are you working through the issues that might be triggering the BPD? No, no. And diagnosing yourself, it, it no healing can happen. And is anybody out there that is watching this react? I would say if you feel like you may have a emotional or mental issue, nobody watch Amber and say, "Oh, I can just diagnose myself too." Please go get help. Talk to someone online or in person. If you got a busy schedule and you can't go to a static location with a therapist, there's online counseling. There's online therapy of all kinds. Please seek out the counseling, seek out the therapy. Do what you need to do to heal yourself. Don't do what she's doing and just letting the issues continue and then diagnosing yourself because either she's too stupid to fix her issues, or she's too lazy to fix her issues, or she's too cheap. She doesn't want to spend money on therapy. She wants to continue to be broken and she wants to profit and monetize her broken. She truly is not interested in healing, but I hope anybody watching this react that if there's anything wrong, healing is a wonderful thing. Please look into healing yourself and feeling better.
Age, whatever it may be. The first one where I'm crying like absolutely insane, that is what I call like a BBD tantrum. Absolutely. The tears, like, yes, it's pain, it's awful, but I feel it so much worse and so much harder and more strong. That's what BPD is. I wish people would like not to be rude, just like educate yourself on the freaking illness before you like sit here and judge me and like
This comment, Luke Alt says, "Girl, you seem too calm. Y'all got to be back together. Did y'all get back?" Yeah, her energy shifted from the last react I did. Almost like her and Emily had a conversation and they might be working things out, right? They might be working things out. Heavy says, "Why do you refuse to trim Winkie's nails? Why? She could do it herself, or she could take it to a mobile groomers or static location, and 15-20 bucks are done. Why haven't you trimmed Winkie's nails? There's no excuse for that. She's got the money and the time. Why isn't she doing it?"
just invalidate my experiences as a person, like genuinely. Please. But what you guys got to experience today was absolute BPD rage. And I said things that were crazy that I didn't even remember me saying. But my pain and my hurt and just like the betrayal of it all hurts a lot. You guys have to understand that Emily has done a lot of things to hurt me. She knows this. I've
Well, it would, again, I'm not in the room with you two, Amber, but it would seem like, listen, you're both trash. Period. You're both trash. She's a trashy person. You're a trashy person. Maybe that's the reason why the two of you were brought together. The universe said, these are two trashy people. Let them both be attracted to each other and be with one another. Because as long as they're with each other, we are keeping them away from people who might be pretty good, decent, good hearted. If they get with such a person, they're going to ruin them. So let the trash hang out with the trash. You found someone who was a lot like you, Amber. The both of you are hurtful people. You've hurt her, she's hurt you. I think maybe in some ways you've met your match.
hurt her. She knows this. I know this. The things that she has done to hurt me has like sent me down like literally a spiral. And my BPD has never been more triggered. I'm literally genuinely just being flat out honest. And I forgot where I was going with this. It's been rough. It's just been rough. It's been hard. And moments like this shows me that during heightened emotions, I have a hard time controlling myself. I have improved in ways that you guys can't see because you don't see me in a day-to-day life, obviously. But when it's something so extreme as this, like me and Emily have literally genuinely been in a relationship this whole time, except for like 3 days ago.
So what happened? If someone like yourself and Emily stepped in front of me, like this a problematic couple that just they break up and get back together, they break up and get back together, they fight and then they make up, and then they told me we're broke up now, I would say just give it a week. Let's see what happens in a week or 2 weeks and see if you're still apart. Because more than likely, but in less than a week, they'll be back together. And she made you really angry. She went to Mr. Snowflake. And already you're talking about, I want to be back together with her and I still love her. So, what's the probability the two of you were never apart? Or if you were, it was just a fight. It was just a tiff between two people and things escalated. And now you guys have calmed down and you're like, oh, let's talk about things. Okay, you can talk about things, but as I said, if she's got issues and you got issues and the issues are not being solved, how is it going to work? It's really not.
The fact that it was so easy for Emily the minute,
And I just want to go on record as, like I said, they're both trashy people. If they want to be with each other, let them be with each other. As long as they're together, that means the universe is keeping them away from decent people who would get hurt and have their lives ruined. So let them be a couple.
minute we got into an argument to turn to Snowflake, it felt like the final boss type of thing. Like, it drastically hurt. It was like, okay, I was able to forgive you for everything you've done. Everything. Constantly. Again, unwavering. Like my love for her, my care for her, my forgiveness towards her was always unwavering.
Soba says, girl, just spit it out. You forgave them. Right? Like she's working her way to that part. She's breadcrumbing right now. I'm throwing out the breadcrumbs. I gotta say all of this stuff first. I gotta say that I love her, I forgive her. She's working her way towards that. Just give her a minute.
was there when she needed me constant. Calling me, I'm there. Texting me, I'm there. You're anxious, I'm there. I was always there. That's just who I am. Whether it's the BPD because she's my favorite person or not, it doesn't matter. But it's like, to do that to me, it felt final boss. It genuinely did. The fact that
People in the chat are already freaking out. They're like, we're reading this energy. We see where this is going. Y'all got back together, didn't you? Nicole says they're back together. Luke says, are y'all back together? Everybody wants to know.
Elena, you can sit there and say I sound insane. Honey, you don't understand life then. If this sounds insane, you don't understand life. It's just,
Jeff in Boston says you can test your BPD, yet you don't. Yeah, she wants to self-diagnose. She'd have to go somewhere and be tested, and that would also mean if she got tested and the doctor said yes, you have BPD, then you got to follow that up with therapy and so forth, and she doesn't want to go that far.
you got me so fucked up. You had my brains all messed up because I'm like, how does this, like, have you experienced life? If so, like, okay.
Emily, Amber, please stop talking like you're so worldly. Please stop. What have you done the last several years of your life? Just sit in your house and eat your food and make videos. Please stop acting and talking as if you're some world traveler, that you have a wealth of knowledge and experience. Girlfriend, I'm 54 years old. I live quite the life. I know a lot more than you. I probably have more knowledge in my pinky nail than you have in your entire body. Okay? Stop acting as if you're above people, like you know more than other people. If you know more than other people, if you're so experienced, if you're so wise, why haven't you healed yourself? Why continue to be broken when you have a plethora of time and money and opportunity to fix yourself. Why haven't you done it? If you're so incredibly smart, why haven't you fixed the things in your life that are wrong? Why be with someone like Emily in the first place, who looks at you as simply a fetish? And you're in the position with Emily that if you ever wanted to lose weight, you know Emily would be out the door in a hot minute, because they want you at a certain size, and to satisfy that fetish, like that fetish means a lot to Emily. But if you're so smart, why put yourself in these positions?
Where am I going?
Where are you going?
My train of thought has been ruined. What I'm trying to say is I feel a lot of regret for my last live stream. I spent time with my grandma and my mom today, and
Okay, this person, what is DBT? I'm sorry, I'm not in the know. DBT. Let me look that up. I want to include this with my knowledge base. What is DBT? What is that? Ah, DBT path, dialectical behavior therapy. Okay, what is that? DBT, what is it? DBT is a type of talk therapy for people who experience emotions very intensely. It helps them accept the reality and learn new skills to cope with their challenges and improve the quality of. Uh, okay, deep dialect. I'm probably saying this wrong. Forgive me. Dialectical behavioral therapy, DBT, is a type of talk therapy for people who experience emotions very intensely. It's a common therapy for people with borderline personality disorder, but therapists provide it for other mental health conditions as well. It's a type of talk therapy, psychotherapy. It's based on cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, but it's specially adapted for people who experience emotions very intensely. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, is a type of talk therapy that helps people understand how thoughts affect emotions and behaviors. Dialectical means combining opposite ideas. DBT focuses on helping people accept the reality of their lives and their behaviors, as well as helping them learn to change their lives, including their unhelpful behaviors. The dialectical behavioral therapy was developed in the 1970s by Marcia Linehan, an American psychologist. Let's see. What is DBT used for? It's especially effective for people with difficulty managing and regulating their emotions. DBT has proven to be effective for treating and managing a wide range of mental health conditions, including borderline personality disorder, BPD, self harm, S behavior, post traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, substance use disorder, eating problems, specifically bingo eating, depression, and anxiety. So she hasn't done any of this. I don't think she's done any of this. So I just wanted to dive more for just a second into what DBT was, because I didn't know. I might look into it myself, and I'm not even being funny saying that. I coping with PTSD from my trauma. I'm going to look into that for myself. It sounds like it might help me. So let's keep going.
I had laughs, I had fun. But in between like those laughs and that fun and spending time with family, I had cracks. Like there were cracks that seeped through during that time where I felt so sad. I felt so regretful. And if anyone has BPD, which I know a lot of you do, genuinely a lot of you do, a lot of you message me and are like, girl, like I understand. And you guys, you are not alone. Like I feel so alone sometimes, like reading this chat, like it's hard. And I have felt so.
People keep asking the question, did you get back together with her? Evie says, wait, they got back together, or did you just forgive her to be able to help yourself move on? Sorry, I'm a little confused, not trying to stir the pot. Answer the question, Amber.
So invalidated so fucking much. So much. But genuinely, like, I sat there and like just felt so like maybe I should have still stayed silent even after all those times, because I love Emily. I do. And I don't know. You guys, like, I wish you would understand that, like, I grew up in chaos. Like,
Shut up. I understand you grew up in chaos. I've heard things about your childhood. I'm sorry if anything bad happened to you. But that was childhood and this is now. Like, does that excuse everything you've done as an adult? And if you've got issues from your childhood, again, like, why aren't you going to therapy and working that out so you can live a healthy life and not be hurtful and not let your emotions control you?
childhood was so traumatic, like, toxic, like,
You know what? I'm just going to say this. Amber, like, I know everybody handles things differently, but there are a lot of people that go through stuff in their childhood that have rough childhoods. They may grow up in broken homes. They may grow up in just an unhealthy environment. They may grow up with some kind of trauma that has happened to them. But a lot of people, they're good people inside, and they don't use that childhood as a reason and excuse to act badly and expect the whole world to excuse anything bad that they do later. That's you. There's a lot of people that grow up in bad situations, but they're still good people regardless. They don't act badly and be manipulative and hurtful and cruel and say, oh, it's because I was of my childhood. You keep reaching back to that like it's a get out of jail free card. Girl, I had a bad childhood. Don't even get me started. But just because I did doesn't mean it gives me a free reign to be a bad adult.
experience with Emily, like, even nowhere, it doesn't even compare to that. Before anyone thinks that I'm about to say we're back together, no. Before anyone thinks that I forgave her, no. Like, no fucking weird shit like that. I'm just saying, I'm not a monster.
This, I'm in your wall says you make people with BPD look horrible. And I'm sure there's lots of people out there that have BPD that don't act the way that Amber does. It's just that she's someone that she's choosing to use it as an excuse for her bad behavior because she doesn't want to take accountability and responsibility.
And I genuinely feel sad that I did all that, because it's like, yes, I feel pain. Yes, I'm fucking hurt. Yes, she betrayed. Like, why did some of the things that I said, like, I didn't need to say that shit. Like, there's a difference between, like, sticking up for myself, saying my story, but, like, I was popping off. I was, like, actually BPD rage, and a lot of people were like, that's narc rage. I'm confused. I genuinely don't know the difference. Like, genuinely. And, like, I want to learn that. Like, I know a lot of people are like, see a fucking therapist. I have multiple times, and none of them say that I have narcissism. So it's like, how do I figure this out? Because so.
Okay, stop. But how many therapy sessions have you gone to? You can't just go to one session or two sessions and expect that your issues go away. I think the more severe your issue, the deeper it goes, the more severe it is, the more sessions you need. Like, it's going to take a while to work through it, but you don't have a history of going to therapy like regularly, keeping up with it. You know, like, you might go to one and then say, okay, that's it. You don't go. Therefore, you're not going to get the maximum amount of healing for going. Going to one or two sessions for like really severe issues is not going to really make the issues much better.
So many fucking armchair, like, psychologists or whatever it may be think that I'm a narcissist, but, like,
You are, though. You are a narcissist. And I'm not a psychiatrist, or psychologist and I'm diagnosing you. I don't have that kind of training. You're a true narc, Amber. You feel nothing. You just want. You want and you need. And I've known people who were narcissists. Okay, I've been involved with a few. Hence the reason why I'm not with them now. A narc, they love you when they need you. If the narc is in a period of need, if they need money, if they need a place to stay, if they need someone to talk to when no one else is around, then they love you. Oh, I love you so much. You're my best friend. You're my partner. You're my everything. But once that moment of need passes, then you go back to being on the ignore list. The narc will not call you. They will not be around you. They won't talk to you. You don't get their attention again until the need comes up again. You are a narcissist, ma'am. That's how you operate. It's not about you giving to other people. It's about what people give to you. You only care about people if they have something to give and you have a need. And that's when you approach them and like, I care about you so much.
Narcissists don't feel empathy towards someone, and I feel so much sadness towards Emily because I know Emily and I know her mental health and I know the things.
Okay, stop right there. I feel so much empathy for Emily. Let's look a little deeper. It's not that you feel empathy. It's the fact that you don't want to be alone. You and Foodie both, you don't do alone well. You don't know how to be alone and take care of yourselves. So therefore you have a need, correct? And we go again with the need. You need a companion. You need a caretaker. You need someone that will distract you from taking care of yourself. If you were alone, you might have to look at yourself. You're going to have to take care of yourself. You don't want to. You want a living distraction. So it's not about having empathy for Tommy. It's the fact that you just don't want to be alone. So you want to be back together with her because you need her, not love her, need her.
That she goes through, and I just feel fucking bad. I just feel bad. I'm allowed to feel that way. And that is why I always kept quiet, because I never wanted to fucking hurt her. And I know that she's hurting. I know it. I like feel it in my like. I just feel it. I just know she is. And I'm not gonna like sugarcoat it. There was some text messages.
Hold on. I just got to do this because I know y'all are Queen Booger fans. I just have to booger. Queen Booger is saying hi. So I thought I'd blow up the screen for a minute because you guys like to see the Queen. People tell me all the time, I come here for Queen Booger. She's got fans. Don't you, Booger? She likes to hop up in my lap and hang out for a bit. So I thought I'd just show off the Queen. You want down? You want down? Go ahead. You going somewhere? Okay. All right. The Queen's break is over. Court shall resume. Let's keep going.
Exchange some Snapchats, some, and I know she's hurting. I get it. I say genuinely a lot. And it's like, there's a side of Emily that like genuinely, I said genuinely again. Oh my God, why am I like this? Yeah, she doesn't care if you hurt. Leslie, I don't know. Stand up? I don't want to stand up. I'm too fat right now. I'm genuinely so fat. I went to a Chinese buffet. Cass, it's not that I'm desperate. It's like my heart loves people even through the bad. Like, maybe Emily does hate me. I don't fucking know.
Rubalicious says 3 out of 10 acting, boo-boo. You ain't getting that call back. We'll see. We will see.
I genuinely don't know. Maybe she does hate me. I don't know. But regardless, like, no matter what, I don't hate her. Like, I don't know what to say about it. I don't know what to do about it. Like, I don't know why I'm like this, boy. I don't. Maybe talk to a therapist instead of the internet. Why can't I do both?
You know, like people who are narcs, people who are manipulative, they will try different tactics to get their way. So first, the rage tactic might come out. The raging and getting mad and making threats. And if you show the footage, I'm going to sue, blah, blah, blah. The rage is like the top layer. And then if the rage doesn't work, then comes the next layer. The a little bit calmer, very, very sad, the fake tears, and I'm so sorry, and I really miss you, and I really love you. You know, like Amber's got a whole host of tools in her manipulation toolbox, and she just brings them out one at a time to see which one will work.
And why does it like matter to you?
I love this comment. Dee says, maybe talk to a therapist instead of the internet. Yeah, because a therapist would be much more beneficial. But Amberlynn doesn't want to go to a therapist. Too much trouble. Not only that, but she and Foodie have this in common. Why go to a therapist and talk to a stranger and pay money to said stranger when you can get online and treat your chat like therapist and get paid for it? Amberlynn and Foodie, they don't want to pay for therapy. They want therapy to pay for them. They're very happy to use people in the audience as therapists. They don't want advice. They don't want help. They just want to vent and monetize it.
You lied about your grandma's recipe? No, I didn't.
Uh-oh. Hello there, Olivia says, canceled my sub. You're insane. This is insane. And looks like people aren't happy over there.
Really, my mom's grandma's recipes, my great grandma, excuse me. I don't know. Therapists don't say you're a narc because you lied to them. I make sure to be extremely transparent in my therapies. I'm not going to sit there and pay hundreds of dollars per session just to lie to a therapist. Then why am I going? Wasting my time.
Didn't I just say that? She just said it. Why am I going to pay hundreds of dollars to a therapist when I can just get on YouTube and talk about my issues and I want to make money with my issues. I don't want to pay to fix my issues. I don't want to go to somebody that has had schooling and has an education and they can give me solid advice. They can point me in the right direction. I can go into a therapy session and just be Amberlynn, the person, not Amberlynn Reid, the YouTube personality. I can get in front of a person off of YouTube that doesn't know about my channel, doesn't care, and I can just be myself. And I've got total privacy. No. No, that would just make too much sense, y'all. We can't do Sense and Sensibility up in here. No, we got to get on a channel and talk about all this stuff and make all kinds of coin. Got to make that money, honey. Being broken on YouTube is profitable. That's why she stays broken.
My time. Like, are you kidding? More than anything in this world, I wish I was drunk. I wish I was drinking alcohol. Justifying the things she has done and said is crazy. I mean, this has genuinely been my life. And no, I'm not justifying anything. I just know that, like, we're all human. And I have the cutest little fur babies that I love so much. And, like, people just think I'm... Ugh. Sorry, I I haven't slept ever since it started. I've gotten 3 hours of sleep.
I love this. Windows says, but you're annoyed about people giving you advice here, so not productive. Therapist is productive. Yeah, so you're not going to go to therapy where somebody could give you advice, and then you're going to use YouTube as your monetized therapy. Yet when people give you advice, you don't listen. So is anything productive? No.
Sleep. It's been days. Like, I feel fucking manic and crazy and anxiety, and I don't know. I don't know. I genuinely don't know what to do. And I sit here and say, I don't know what to feel. Like, what am I supposed to be feeling? All I can do is like feel and just accept those emotions. Like, people telling me how I should feel. Like, you're not going to change like how I feel. I just feel how I feel. I don't know. Do you really think she...
DB says, do you realize that you can't chase someone down when they don't want to talk to you? That's literally keeping somebody hostage. Yeah. They don't want to talk to you, just let them go. Chasing after them doesn't do any good. If somebody wants to go, let them go. Like some people that you meet in life, they aren't supposed to stay there for life. Some people that you meet along life's road, they're only supposed to be around you for a season. Maybe they're around you to teach you a lesson or have an experience with you. And once that experience and that lesson is over, they move on and you move on. Just take the lesson, take the experience, and keep it pushing. And I think that Emily and Amber, they are each other's mirror. They are equally as bad, toxic, horrid, issues all over the place. And it's a way for the universe to say, it's time for you to look in the mirror and see yourself. You're seeing yourself in the body of another person. Look at yourself. Recognize the horrible things that you see and recognize in this other person exist in you. It is time to work on them. But neither one of them are doing that. Neither one of them are taking that moment of self-reflection and going, wait a minute, like this is bad. If I don't like these issues in this person and their exist in me, maybe I should change.
She hates you. I don't know, because it's like, why? You know? Baby girl, no, she doesn't.
She doesn't. She likes really big women. Really big women. And like she's not going to say, hey, you're big enough now. Are you sure? I mean, you're I don't know how much you weigh right now, Amber. I have heard, what, 540 pounds? I don't know how tall you are. Like you're what, 5'4", something like that? You're not that tall. I'm 5'4". Like how much bigger can you possibly get before you're bedbound? And if you become bedbound, who's going to take care of you? Your mom? Your relatives? Do you think any of them have the resources and the room and the time to take care of you full time? I mean, these are things to think about. Like if you get yourself in a position where you're bedbound and you can't move and you can't get out of bed, you're going to need assistance, a lot of it, just to get out of bed, just to use the bathroom, to bathe you, to feed you, to clothe you. At your size, if you had to employ registered nurses, actual nurses, not girlfriends that you turn into errand runners and caretakers, at your size, to safely move you from point A to point B, it would take at least 2 or 3 nurses. So they wouldn't hurt themselves in the process. And that by itself would be expensive because nurses aren't cheap. So if you want to avoid all that, you might want to slow down on gaining the weight, girl.
Make next chapter your softest and ruthless. I'm not self-sabotaging. If she loved you, she would never do this. You lied about being force-fed yogurt on 9/11. Oh, that's a real story. That is a real story. So I was force-fed. I couldn't move from the table until I finished all my food. That's how it was in that group home. XL hoodie, I don't want to answer that right now. Did she apologize for going to Snowflake? No. Would you have exposed her? Never. Never. This is genuinely where my head's at. And it's gonna sound crazy. And that's okay. Can toxic relationships be fixed? That's genuinely where my head's at.
Can they be fixed? Maybe, if the parties involved that are toxic take some time apart and work on themselves. But you have to be apart to make that happen, because as long as you're with the other person and their energy is bouncing off of your energy and there's all this constant interaction, you're not going to be focused on your own healing, and they're not going to be focused on their healing. You're not going to be entirely focused on your issues, and they're not going to be entirely focused on their issues. You're both going to be a distraction for each other. If there's any chance for a toxic relationship to be healed, you have to separate from that person. They have to separate from you. You have to do some serious soul searching, shadow work, therapy, figuring out what's wrong here and how to fix it. And from the sounds of the issues, they sound pretty severe. So it may take a long time. And if the person loves you, and if you love that person, if you guys loved each other a lot, then you would say, we still have the love, but let's love each other enough to where let's do what we need to do to heal. Let's heal ourselves so we can be in a relationship together and it can work and it'll be better and it'll be healthier and it'll make more sense. Don't just stay together for the sake of, I don't want to be alone and I'm desperate. If the love is real, love will wait. Love is patient. Love is understanding. Toxic need is not. Toxic need is desperate, clingy, possessive, jealous. It allows no room for growth or healing. So if Tommy really loves you, and if you really love Tommy, then the two of you talk and you be like, let's do what we need to do to make ourselves better. Look at the chat. The chat is going wild. They're like, Pickles like, girl, WTF. No. Valeria says, Amber, what? Mystic says, it can't be fixed. Linda says, no. Lindsay says, no.
I am very real.
I think by her like introducing the idea to her chat, this is Amberlynn fishing. She's fishing. This is her putting the toes in the water to test the temperature. Basically, her way of saying, if I got back together with Tommy, What do you guys think? Would you guys leave me? Would you stop watching my lives? Would you stop watching my videos? She is testing the temperature of her community, of her subs. Like, what's the reaction going to be? Like, how severe is it going to be if I get back together with Tommy, if I reveal that to everybody? She's fishing.
I'm just having a hard time. This is like, I don't know, it's just hard, and I hate that it's like on YouTube, you know? Thank you, Liliana. Yeah, she called me Pocahontas, but like what? 80% of fucking my viewers think that about me.
That's viewers, though. That's other people. If I had a partner and they dared to call me Pocahontas, we're done. You're going to call me something like that? We are done. Period. It's not even a question. We're done. If you love your partner, you don't talk like that.
You literally air all this out to YouTube. I would have never. This is what I would have been dealing with behind the scenes in front of nobody. Like, you guys don't understand. When I sit here and am I making a stupid fucking vlog and I'm like, you guys have no idea what I'm dealing with behind closed doors. You don't. You literally don't. Whether that be
I'm just going to put this out there while I'm thinking about it. When you're in a healthy relationship, when you're with the right person, the absolute right person for you in a love relationship, before you are that person's boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, first, that person has to be your best friend. And you got to consider your partner your best friend. And best friends would never disrespect you like that, calling you names. If you wouldn't put up with that behavior from a best friend, sure as hell don't put up with that behavior in a deeper love relationship. Nope. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Nope. Best friends don't act like that, and love partners don't act like that.
things within my health or relationships or friendships or family or this or that, like, I do not share like my life like that. Like, it is what it is. I don't. Anyway, come here, Romeo baby. Twinkie's laying behind me. She's so cute.
Yeah, since you mentioned Twinkie, Amber, animals pick up on energy. Understand that. Since you're such an empath, you should understand that more than anyone, right? Because you're an empath. I don't claim to be an empath, but I do understand that animals pick up and feed off of energy, the energy of their owners, the energy of other animals, the energy of people. Don't be a jerk. Don't raise your voice in the house. Don't get loud. Don't throw things. You're scaring your pets. That is scary to animals. You're putting out scary energy. Keep your energy calm around your pets. Thank you.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not drinking alcohol. I want to, though, but I won't. Okay. What's a narc rage? Can we like figure this out together, like, genuinely? Because am I a narcissist? Does anyone actually really care? Do I even care? I don't know.
Oh, I heard about this part. Where during her live, she was taking an online test to determine if she had a narc rage during a live.
How's your Liverpool? What the fuck does that mean? I'm telling you, if I was drunk right now, you guys think I'm emotional now? Someone just said we aren't therapists. We can't explain that. Then tell me why everyone and their mama calls me a narcissist on here and says that I do not have BPD when it's very, very, very obvious that I do. Come here, baby. Hi. Hi, sweetie. What have you been doing without me? Hold on a second. I want to say something. Oh wait, yeah, okay. Wait, what? Sorry, I'm looking at something.
How rude. She's got a live chat going. She should be paying attention to the chat. And she's like, oh, wait a minute. I'm going to go take this test during the live. Why didn't you take it before the live? Why do it during the live? That is so obnoxious.
Did I hallucination? Narcissistic is in the cluster B and lacks empathy and wants validation. I do not lack empathy. As you can tell, I'm crying my eyes out because I know what I did.
No, you're not crying your eyes out. Anybody who's ever had a good ugly cry knows what that looks like and knows how that sounds. If you are having an ugly cry, you got your makeup streaming down your face, you are just you're so stuffed up in the nose that you got to blow your nose all the time and it's all plugged up and you could barely talk. She ain't ugly crying.
Hurt the person that I love. And BPD is all about fear of abandonment and rejection because that is literally what my life was growing up. I was abandoned and rejected by my parents every single day. Shrimp tempura, do not lack empathy. Why don't you shove it up your ass and spin and enjoy that, since that's all you're probably getting since you have no life. I don't have empathy for you. I probably would if I saw you crying, but F you. Thank you. Jesus.
F says, do you understand that you lied to your audience for months and you expect the chat to be nice to you? They're just supposed to forget about all that. The fact that they were lied to for months. Just forget about that, y'all. Forget about the fact that I lied. Forget about the fact that I'm a liar. Just trust me now. I suddenly turned into a truthful person. Not likely.
What did you do to hurt her that she didn't do 1,000 times over? Do you understand that you lied to your... Oh my God, it's going so fast. I can't. Do you understand that you lied to your...
Yeah, of course she's going to gloss over that super chat.
Your audience for months and you expect the chat to be nice to you?
Oh, and I love this. Mel Anteater says, that's not empathy, Amberlynn. That's crying out of your emotions over being caught. Yep. Narcs get the most emotional and they have total meltdowns when they've been caught. Let's rewind a bit. Let's think about Foodie Beauty. When was she the most emotional? In times when she got caught, when she got exposed. Y'all remember that rage that she had over FFG and BBJ? Ooh, that was a stage 10 meltdown of epic proportions. We all remember the threats that were coming out of her mouth. She was angry and speaking from her whole chest. Why? Because she knew. She knew how sick BBJ was. And she also knew that there would be proof of what was wrong with her. That the worst of her evils would be exposed by the person she hated the most. And there was nothing she could do to stop it. Narc injury times 10. Amber's the same. She's not crying for what she did wrong. She doesn't think she did anything wrong. She doesn't take accountability or responsibility. Narcs only cry when they get caught, and even their tears are fake because they're not crying out of regret or remorse. They're crying over embarrassment that their mask has slipped off for a minute.
If you're upset with me for lying to protect someone, I'm sorry for upsetting you. But if you are upset with me because you just want to be dramatic, I don't care. I don't care. If you ever lied to me to you're parasocial as fuck, first of all. Parasocial, whoa. Why do you care? Actually, why do you care that I protected someone? Actually, back to what I was saying. If you want to lie to me to protect someone that you love, like genuinely protect them because they're being blackmailed or whatever it may be, I wouldn't be mad at you. I wouldn't be mad at you. I wouldn't care. What did E think of the DoorDasher guy hitting on you? Well, she wasn't surprised. She has been there, like, because we would FaceTime like a lot, and she has been there literally while guys hit on me. Like, it's not like surprising. It's kind of weird. Like, people in Oklahoma, I don't know, do they like them big or what? I guess, question mark. Good love, that beanbag is in a hurry. Yeah, and it's also a big macaroni and cheese, a big bag of macaroni, or whatever that guy said that one time. Oh my god, I wish I would have been vlogging. That was hilarious. Yeah, I have CPTSD, Samantha. Yep.
Is that diagnosed, or did you diagnose yourself with that? Because somebody let me know in the comments later, if because I don't watch Amber a lot. Is there anything that she claims about herself that has been diagnosed professionally by somebody, or is this all stuff that she just looks up stuff online and she plays Dr. Google and she's like, I have this, 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 and this? Is there anything that's been absolutely positively diagnosed with Amber at some point? I'd love to know.
Besides BPD, that was like one of my hardest diagnoses, but it was like hard for me, like emotionally, but it was also the most obvious. Like, no fucking shit. The shit that I went through as a kid every single day, like, no fucking shit. I don't know, Avocado. I really appreciate your super chats and your advice and your words in general, but was Shrimpgate an inside job? No. XV, hello. Of course you can join the convo. Bubby, hello. And happy birthday, Mr. Twitch. I live in okay, we like them BBW in the South. Yeah, and SSBBW apparently. Okay, happy days. I'm horrible. I suck. I'm the worst person on the planet. No one's coming to my funeral more than likely. I'm a shit. I'm a trash. I'm lame. I'm a narcissist. Narcissistic goddess coming at you. That'll be my Instagram username handle. Amberlynn Reid is no longer narcissistic goddess. Will now be on my birth certificate. Genuinely can't. Because it's easy.
Viva Bree says, why do all of your exes say the same things about you? Her reply is, because it's easy. No, it's not because it's easy. It's because there's patterns here, and maybe it has to do with the fact that you got all these issues and you've never gone to therapy for them.
Bees, it's easy. It's easy when you have thousands of people. Like, when you're a bitter ex, it's easy when you have thousands of people like supporting that. So, Elena, I don't know what it is. Like, I can take the heat today, but I don't like you. I don't think I like you. I don't know. I'm timing you out for 24 hours. I'm sorry. Sorry. Sam, hello. Jerk Porkins. Okay, I'm also the problem. Add that to the list. Narc rage. Oh my god. I have BPD and CPTSD too. I'm sorry, love. All right, we're about to do what I wanted to do. Because I genuinely want the answer to this. What is
Halfway during the stream, she's going to take a test.
the difference? Whoa, rejected. Invalidated. Biggest one for me.
Amber, taking a test online, anybody can take a test online. You need to go to a professional.
Or emotionally overwhelmed. Again, big one. Often linked to intense sensitivity, which is me. Constant sensitivity. So everything on the rage meltdown for the BPD was exactly how I was feeling. And I did not.
I have an interesting question for you, Amber. So if you're an empath, explain the gouges, the nail gouges in the arm. Would an empath do that, causing physical harm to somebody? I'm just asking a question.
I felt the disrespect on the narcissistic side, but obviously, like, duh. But it was the BPD, everything I felt that.
Oh, geez. I blaming everything on BPD.
2, emotional core. So for a narcissistic rage, driven by shame, humiliation, or a sense of being less than, their anger is a defense against feeling vulnerable. I love vulnerability. Vulnerability. BPD rage meltdown is driven by emotional pain, me.
Oh, Pally says, not the actual chat BPD. Girl World is such a gift. She's using chat BPD to diagnose herself.
Fear, me. Extreme distress, me. It's often a cry for reassurance, like I've said before, connection, like I've said before, or safety, like I've said before. Again, BPD. 3, expression of rage.
Okay, she's making my head hurt. Her diagnosing herself is making my head hurt because it's just like, no, you can't do that. You can't diagnose yourself like that because you don't really know what's going on. You might think it's one thing because you're diagnosing yourself. And then if you went to an actual doctor or therapist, it might be something entirely different. You don't even know, and you're not interested to know.
Or a strong desire to apologize and repair the relationship. They make me want to, like, baby, what are you doing? Like, in the past when I would watch them, like, I genuinely can't. They would just be like, Amberlynn gives a bad name to BPD because someone in the comments, like, told me that. And I'm like, BPD has had a bad name for...
I love this. Gracie says, can you please show proof of your BPD diagnosis? Yes. Well, why don't you do that, Amber?
a very long time. And it was way before Amberlynn Reid stepped on the scene. I could tell you that. Like, I have nothing to do with it. But it's because BPD looks scary. Like, if you, oh my God, best advice I can give you guys is go to YouTube and type in, like, BPD, like, scenes in movies that can look like BPD. It literally looks like someone just, like, freaking out. That's what it is. That's what I do. And
are you really using YouTube to diagnose yourself? Scenes in movies?
And I don't know, if you want to learn more about BPD, like, you can learn about it, take some classes, do some research to understand me more if you want.
Well, maybe you need to learn about it, and then maybe you need to go to therapy to treat it versus just talking about it on YouTube and having your chatters give you advice that you never take, and you're just monetizing what's wrong with you.
I don't know, but stop calling me a liar. I'm, like, literally textbook, and I hate it. It was a very hard diagnosis to receive because I genuinely, like, years ago, people would be like, oh, you have BPD, and I'd be like, no, I don't have a personality disorder. Like, I would get so offended. And then finally, like, when it was diagnosed to me and I learned about it and my psychologist talked to me about it, but
I'm sorry, like, I'm getting ahead because, like, she's getting me mad. Here you go, booger. Her diagnosing herself is getting me mad. It's like, really? Let's move on.
The awareness has helped so much. And so I Hate You, Don't Leave Me, Understanding the Borderline Personality book by Hall Tross. Oh, I need to read that. See, I Hate You, Don't Leave Me. Yeah. It's your mom's fault, obviously. Don't say things like that. I just like to, like, it's my experience. Like, I'm allowed to, like, appreciate and love my mom and be so proud of her, of who she is today. But, like, also be very aware of, like, what I went through as a kid, you know? So, yeah. Oh, it's been rough around here, folks. It's been just rough around here. Like, I just feel, I don't know, I just feel a lot of regret. a lot of sadness. I feel worried about her. I feel that's just how I feel.
You know, instead of worrying about Emily and what's going on with her, you should worry about you. Like, since you're not with her at present time, just take a look at yourself and say, like, where did everything go wrong? Like, what, really dig deep and say, what happened? Fix things. But you're not. You're still focused on her.
And I don't know what to do with all that. Hi, baby.
What's up with you and laying in his bed?
I just can't believe things hit the fan like they have. Like publicly. Like stuff like this privately. I'll get over it. I'll forgive. I'll move on. I'll hope for the best the next day. But having it happen publicly has just been, whew, yeah. A disorder can be an explanation for a behavior, but is never an excuse.
Oh, I love that. Allison says a disorder can be an explanation for behavior, but it is never an excuse.
A disorder can be an explanation for a behavior. Yep. I used to journal daily, but after she unexpectedly died last year, I stopped, so I understand how hard it can be to start again. Oh, I'm so sorry. And yeah, like journaling is really, really good. The Tommy nickname come from? So I was trying to think of a nickname that suited her, and that was kind of like, what's that word called? Starts with an A. It describes someone. Help. No. Where it's like someone like, no, not an adjective. Not attributes. Yes, Caitlin. Androgynous. I can't say that word. I have a hard time saying it. I wanted a name that was kind of like that because I don't view Emily as like, hey, my name is Jessica, so I wanted something that was very like, that like matched her style and like, and I love the name Tommy. I think it's super cute, and she didn't want her real name out there, and I was like, I fully support that, Oh, like a tomboy. Shut the fuck up. Tomboy Tommy. So you renamed her for fun. I didn't rename her. I gave her a nickname in the same way that I have done in past partners. So, if you give up YouTube in the morning, what else would you do? I don't know. That's just how I've always been. Like, how can you not worry about someone you love? Like, how can you, like, how do you turn that off? Sound like a you problem. Okay. I hope it's to a really sweet kitty cat, and I hope it is clean daily like it should be. Time and space. I never said we're getting back together. Jesus. Like I said, she probably hates me.
I think this is kind of the setup that those two do get back together. And knowing Amber, she's probably planning on getting back together with Emily. She's just going to ride out this phase of things until things start to settle down. And then she'll come forward with the next phase of we got back together for more controversy and more hate super chats and more views. Like, she's not going to clump it all together at once. She's going to stretch it out. Like, there was the crash out, and now we're in the forgiveness phase. And then when things start to settle down just a tad, let's bring Emily back in. Like, she's stretching this out like a piece of bubble gum as long as possible. I see you, Amber.
I can't block her, Donna. Like, I'm just not.
Why not? Why can't you block her? If you're done, you're done. You can block her on all your socials, on your phone, on your YouTube channel. If you guys are toxic together, wouldn't it make sense to block her?
I'm not that person.
Of course not. Because you and Foodie, you both have this nasty habit of holding on to people you should let go of. You hold on to them for far too long. Even if things are toxic, you'll hold on. Just because you are so afraid of being alone. And you want that person to act as a backup. You want to put them in your back pocket and hold on to them just in case you need them for something, for companionship, for money, for love, something. You never let go of people. You never let them be free.
I don't know. I guess you guys just be lucky you're not me, I guess. I don't know. Like, have you ever heard of like loving unconditionally? That's very me coded. Very me coded.
But you're not loving unconditionally. Loving unconditionally means doing what's good for you, and that person does what's right for them. If Tommy said, "Look, I don't want to be with you in a relationship. I just want to work on me right now." Would you still have the love for Tommy? Or would you put the condition of, "I will love you only if you're with me, and I'll be angry with you until you are with me"? If you loved unconditionally, you would say, "I love this person and I understand they have issues and they got stuff to work on, and I respect that. And I'm going to go and I'm going to work on my stuff. And maybe we can love each other unconditionally. We'll be there for one another. But we can love without being together, like in a relationship type deal." I don't think you know how to do that. So the love you say you want, I don't think you know how to give.
The way you're explaining you both crashing out, it sounds like you're already forgiven her. If she asked you back, would you get back together?
Oh, look at that. If she asked you to get back together, would you? The hesitation. She's thinking about it. You shouldn't have to think about it. The automatic answer should be no. The word no should just roll off the tongue. Nope. But look at her, pausing to think about it.
I don't know.
I don't know. Despite the fact that this person went to Mr. Snowflake and put me on blast, despite the fact that this person called me Pocahontas, despite the fact that this person got on Reddit post and was insulting me, despite the fact that this person is truly only with me because I fulfill their fetish, and if I lost weight, they would probably walk away, I still want to get back together with them.
I don't know. Oh my God, someone said, bro, she hates you. By the way, thank you everyone who has joined Stream Queens or Stream Queens Mini. Angela, thank you. Oh my God, who hates my guts? That's crazy. Does she hate me? Oh my God, window. On the bright side, Debo, you've made up all your missed streams.
You know, like if you get together, if you're in a relationship with somebody and it's toxic, and then you break up, and this person's been absolutely disrespectful to you, just to the umpteenth degree, and then you get back together with them, do you know what you're basically saying to that person? You could be as disrespectful as you want to me. You can publicly humiliate me, and I'll forgive you. Like there is no line here. There are no standards. There's no boundaries here. I will accept the disrespect. And the person who is guilty of it will actually be worse the next time. They'll know they got away with it and they can probably get away with it again.
Well, looky there, window. Someone said chronically online. That is not me, Coded. I don't know if you're new around here, but I'm like never on here. This is like new. All this live streaming I've been doing. Yeah, Porkins. I don't know. I've been sitting on that joke for 3 days. Oh my god. Well, it hit. It hit right where it needed to hit. So thank you for that. Window, I bet this is like crazy for you because usually like the chat's like more slow moving and like how do you feel? Like normally I like talk to you like 9 million times in one chat. It's probably different for all my little members that I love so much that I had like literally like what 7 episodes ago? Episodes. Okay. It's just more woo, what's going on? Why would that make me insane?
Nia says you are actually unwell. No way someone is going to sit beside me talking insanely about me in forums and pages, and I'm going to defend them. Agreed.
Oh my god, I can't. I don't understand people. It's whatever. I don't know. I told myself I was going to come on live stream and just be true to myself. And if you think I'm insane for the way that I feel, then you think a lot of women are insane right now. So I don't know what to say about it. Yeah, Jackie, I mean, I get what you're saying. I don't know what to do.
I have a feeling, y'all. I have a feeling that once things slack off from the attention, like once this phase kind of passes, she's gonna say, "Yeah, I'm back together with Tommy. I can't help it. Like I really love her, and I know you guys are gonna be mad at me, and that'll be the next round of how she's gonna make money."
A lot of women are insane. Yeah, I'm not saying it's a good or bad thing. I'm not saying it's appropriate. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm not saying it's whatever. But a lot of lesbian relationships can get kind of. And I don't just know that because of me, but I know that because I have a lot of lesbian friends. Genuinely a lot. So, loving someone unconditionally is not the same as forgiving and or going back to the abuser. Oh my god. See, I even feel sick to my stomach with that word abuser. With everything I said, I feel so bad. Like I have so much remorse, and it's like everything that I said that like happened or that she did or whatever, like those things are true, but like those are things that like were old news bear. You know, it's like old news bears, whatever that saying is. Like it's things that like.
MBB says you are sadly like Chantal and Natter era now. Yeah, there is light elements of the crackhead Olympics era in this, of like the back and forth, back and forth. I'm mad at them and I'm talking against them. Now I'm forgiving them and I want to be back with them. We went through this during crackhead Olympics with Foodie and Natter, did we not? Back and forth, back and forth. I'm mad. Taking things to the public arena in front of people, involving the audience when they could have easily just handled it out between each other. It is kind of feeling like some of that.
Genuinely did happen, but happened, you know, while in Wisconsin and this and that. And it's things that we did move on from. But it's the going on the internet, going on the Reddit, going on the Snowflake, like literally the final boss. Snowflake, title that your next video, because seriously, you were the final boss that like literally broke me. So
But I thought you said you didn't watch Mr. Snowflake. You said, I can't stand him. He makes me ill. So did you watch?
I don't know. Everyone like crashes out differently. I don't know. I think I have chapped lips type deal. Um, yeah, crazy things.
Shrimp Tempura says, with all the time and resources you have, why not get actual help? For the same reason that Foodie Beauty doesn't get help. I mean, she's got money, time, resources. Where there's a will, there's a way. Where there's a will, there is a way. She doesn't want help. She honestly doesn't want help. She wants to stay broken and she wants to make money with her broken as much as possible. It's profitable for her to stay broken and messed up. If let's think about it for a minute. If Amberlynn Reid went to therapy, if she took care of herself mentally, physically, emotionally, if she healed up a lot of her issues, if she got to a healthy weight, what would there be to talk about? Would anybody talk about her? Because beyond the issues, beyond the problems and the drama, is there anything topic worthy? Because I haven't seen anything. If have I missed something? I think I've missed something. Like it's if Foodie Beauty were taking care of herself, would there be anything to really talk about? I haven't seen any hobbies, any interest, anything extraordinary about either one of the girls. Would there be anything to talk about? Like, I don't know. And I don't think Amber wants to know. And I don't think Foodie wants to know. I think that they want to stay broken because then they have something to talk about. Okay, let's keep going.
She likes your body and not you. How can you not see that?
Honestly, I don't think Amberlynn cares if Emily likes her or her body. I mean, she just wants someone to be around to take care of her and to give her companionship. She's like, I don't care if you really like me. I just care if you're around.
I don't know. Is that true? Huh. Wow, Lauren, you've been watching for a minute.
You know, I love all the people in the chat. They're saying, like this person's comment. Phoebe says, do you feel as though your relationship was founded on a adult fetish? You deserve better. The thing is, Amberlynn knew about Emily's fetish, I'm sure, from the very beginning. And not only did she know about it, but her and Tommy did content together. Like Amberlynn did the Who Cow stuff, and they sold the content. So she is very aware of this fetish and she's on board with it. And more than likely, she probably looked at the fact that Emily had this fetish. She probably looked at the feeling, since Emily had this fetish and was into bigger women, Amber probably took comfort in the fact, okay, I'm with somebody that doesn't want me to be healthy. They're going to just let me do what I want to do. This person isn't interested in me being the healthiest person I can be. They just want me to be the biggest, the absolute biggest. Like she was all on board with a lot of things.
Who's shrimp? Oh, the fried shrimp, or what's the shrimp? Tempura shrimp. What were they saying? Because I don't think I was paying attention. Let me go look. Where are you? Oh my God, snow dandruff. It's not snowflake anymore, folks. It's snow dandruff. Oh, yeah, shrimp's okay. The texture is what gets me. Like, I'll eat it, but only a little bit, you know? Oh, thank you, Haley. I appreciate it. I think she liked that one guy's. I already forgot what we were talking about. I hope I sleep tonight because I'm like losing my mind, like genuinely. I just need to do what feels right to me, I guess. What names did your current girlfriend call you again? Current girlfriend. I don't have a current girlfriend. That stopped a few days ago.
Can you stop that, Amber? Like the tongue thing. You've really been doing that way too much. I don't know who you got that from. I don't know why you started doing it, but just stop. It ain't cute. It's annoying.
She would never eat a shrimp platter. I would totally eat a shrimp platter again. And the thing is, I ate half of the shrimp platter. It was only 150 calories. So it was only 150 calories. I mean, I have plenty of climaxes a week, but you know what we're talking about. You know what I mean.
She is not picking up those tarot cards. No, she is not picking up those tarot cards. Girl, put those down. Put them down. You know what? I'm annoyed now. I am officially annoyed. Like, you've been annoying this whole stream, but that really annoys me. You're picking up the cards. Quit it. Oh, that's a face right there. That is a face for a thumbnail. Thank you. But put down them cards.
Yeah, the world will keep on turning. I just want to do one for me, not for everyone else. Calm it down. Why did someone say absolutely sickening? Don't we all do that? Like, I don't understand. I have not responded or acknowledged my super chats, even though I have not been rude or nasty to you. Oh my God, Catherine. It's just, I'm really overwhelmed and there is a lot and I have been like skipping some people's, but Catherine, I love you and I appreciate you and I'm very sorry. Hoping, expecting, faith, manifesting. Interesting. I'm hoping and manifesting and longing and craving for a secure foundation of a relationship. Fuck.
I mean, can I just say this? There have been people in Amber's chat giving her advice this whole time, just this stream, saying, why don't you try DBT therapy? Go to a therapist. Maybe that would be helpful. The people that are typing that stuff in the chat, she's ignoring them. Like, she's not seriously considering what they're saying is, maybe I should do this. So she's not going to listen to people in her chat. People that are coming forward and recommending DBT, like, why even pick up the cards for insight? Are you going to listen to the cards? No. No, you're not. It's like, what is the point of doing the tarot on yourself when whatever insight you receive, no matter where it comes from, you don't listen?
And I wanted it to be with Emily. Like, I wanted all the bad to go away, you know? It feels really weird to say her name. Like, Lazy Man, thank you. I appreciate that because I feel ugly as heck right now. It's weird to say her name like publicly like that. Emily. Whoa. But yeah. Some good cards. Oh my lord. Oh my Lanta.
You know, Amber, if you're looking for insight from the tarot, there's lots of people that are doing readings on YouTube, actual tarot readers. I think all you got to do is do a search under Amberlynn Reid Tarot, and you'll find them, like Neo Tarot, Sunburst Tarot, Melissa Gold, Peek to the Blinds, me. I mean, why not go to other tarot readers and watch their readings? If you're looking for like insight from the tarot, it's out there. It is out there.
Since everything hit the fan, it's been hard. How people constantly hate watch you is pathetic, Hannah. It's definitely wild, and it's wild, and it's different, you know. It's different. Would you consider being in a poly relationship? No.
You know what? I'm getting impatient with her. I think we'll end it here. I think I'm good. You guys good? I'm good. All right, we'll end it here. I hope you guys have enjoyed this react. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.